Coke is produced at Clairton, Pennsylvania, located on the Union Railroad line, and moves via the Union and Bessemer lines to various offline points. Iron ore originates in Minnesota's Mesabi Iron Range and Canada's Quebec-Labrador Range. It is transported via Lake Carrier to Conneaut, where it is transferred to rail car and shipped to the steel mills via the Bessemer and Union Railroads. It is also interchanged with other railroads for various shipment to other points. A great deal of ore, unsuitable for direct charge into blast furnaces, is stopped in transit for sintering at Saxonburg, Pennsylvania, on the B&LE line between North Bessemer and Butler. While not as critical today, at one time, iron ore made up a great deal of the Bessemer's business and was the lifeblood of the railroad. Limestone shipments originate in Michigan and move via Lake Carrier to Conneaut, destined for Union Railroad and various other locations. The B&LE also interchanges with Conrail, Pittsburgh and Lake Erie, Norfolk Southern, and CSX transportation at various points in the Pittsburgh area via connections with the Union Railroad at North Bessemer. Everything from cleaning of engines to turning of wheels takes place in these ultra-modern facilities today. Round the clock, day in and day out, these shop forces keep the railroad moving. A brotherhood of sharp-witted employees, smoothing the flow of trains across the line. Entering the 1990s, the Bessemer's motive power continues to be a mix of colorful SD9s, SD18s, SD38s, SD38ACs, and SD38-2s. These venerable engines continue to get the job done and put on quite a show in handling the heavy trains. Is another major commodity handled by the dock company. It is delivered by the railroad in bottom dump hopper cars, which are pulled over unloading pits by remote control locomotives. Then, coal is moved by conveyor belt to various storage areas, being weighed and sampled along the way. Later, the coal is reclaimed from storage for vessel loading. This is accomplished by a variety of different means. The P&C Docks coal handling and storage facility permits coal to be shipped to Conneaut on a year-round basis, thus eliminating surges, delays, and shutdowns in the coal and railroad industries. Centralized Traffic Control, or CTC, was completed and placed into operation on the Bessemer on June 14, 1956. Covering 128 miles of the line between North Bessemer and Albion, its installation permitted the railroad to remove 85 miles of double track and increased efficiency in operating the line. Not only was CTC a way of communicating and signaling the trains, but it was a better way of operating the railroad. From a central control board, a chief train dispatcher could operate all signals and switches, thus controlling the operation of all trains from a single point. On Wednesday morning, October 24, 1990, our camera crew climbed on board a southbound XB turn, just in time to watch a northbound rush by. Once the northbound clears, the XB turn crew is given the dwarf signal, and our engineer notches them up and proceeds south. At Butler, the XB turn stops to set out another 93 cars, this time empties. After dropping off the empties, we pick up 14 loads bound for North Bessemer. Butler is the location of the interchange between the B&LE and the Buffalo and Pittsburgh Railroad. The B&P has a small engine facility located here and usually has a variety of motive power around the shop. The work at Butler provides our camera crew with a chance to move to the rear end of the train and ride the caboose with conductor Carl Timko and brakeman Barry Trouterman into North Bessemer. With the lighter train, we quickly accelerate back up to maximum track speed.